All right, so welcome back, and it's been a while, a couple of weeks before creating something new. And today we will talk about a fantastic ad that I think is more than 90 years old, and direct response marketeers across the world keep studying it. And the reason why is that it has tons of value and elements to learn from. So this ad was written by John Caples, and he is considered from some the father of direct response marketing. And before diving into the actual ad in talking about it, this about John Caples and other direct response marketers. This is a fantastic book that contains lots of wisdom and lots of things that worked for these madmen, and I highly suggest to check it and read it. It's fantastic. So this is a simple PDF, and I'm happy to send it to anyone who might need it, and or you can just use from the screen. And this ad, first and foremost, is very famous about the headline. So as you can see on the let's say that this is the page of a magazine, and you see that there is a very interesting picture that we will talk about it on the next slide. And after that, there is a huge title, and they laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play. And this type of subject line, many have mimicked, many have copied and have used and learned from it, including myself. And it's fantastic because of various elements. Element number one, there is a curiosity. But when I started to play, so you want to understand what happened next. You're curious, so you have to read the copy. Other than that, because there is right below the image, they laughed when I sat down. So you see here it's only couples and it's the lone wolf, and he's humble and every other man is laughing, or they are a bit ironic, maybe they're empowering, I don't know for sure. But you can see that he's all alone in the stage and everyone is looking at him. So headline is fantastic and many have copied this headline. And about the image. As mentioned, only couples around him and they want to be entertained one way or another. If he plays well, they will enjoy the music. If he plays awful, they will make fun of him. Either way, they are ready to be entertained. And this is something that, to my understanding, everyone has been on a similar situation. Now, about the caption, and just a small parenthesis here. David Ogilvy, and he is a lot younger than John Caples, he's considered as the master of captions. So David Ogilvy sometimes he used to have a huge image with a very strong uh, caption below, and that worked amazing for him. Here, the caption is that can he really play? A girl whispered, heavens no, Arthur. Actually, we'll talk about Arthur, and he's part of the story and a very important person of the story. But as you can see, the caption really setting the mood about what we're going to see in a bit. Number 4 is about the copy. So overall, the copy we do have many hours to spend on the copy, but there is no reason because the copy is crafted great. But the most important thing to say here is that this ad is having two elements that are very important. Number one, it is a story. Number two, it is a story that is created like a testimonial. It's not testimonial per se, not necessarily at least, but there is both the elements of testimonial and story. And people love both in direct response. Now, the cues. They laughed. The girl asked, can he really play? He cannot. Arthur, let's say that he's the bad guy of the story, had just played something that is tough, so the protagonist had to compete him. Some people are ironic. And a very important mental cue that John Cable has here is that the protagonist, the guy that has the testimonial, his name is Jack, a very humble name. But the evil guy is Arthur. And Arthur, it's the richy rich, the wealthy, the noble from noble origin, from the rich creep, etc. So the bad guy is Richard, and Richard is, someone that we wait for someone that he's rich and he's from a noble family, maybe he's a bit spoiled. And the humble Jack that, he learned how to play the piano. And there are many keyword phrases. And the important thing here is to remember that the advertiser is not on the internet era. People will not go to their smartphones and check on Instagram or Google about the copy, about the ad, about the brand. So this was part of one page, perhaps one page in a newspaper or a magazine. So he had to answer every objection, question, doubt, self-limiting belief that the readers might have. So this is something that makes the old marketers rock stars, because they had this limitation that we do not have. And sometimes tools might spoil you and might deteriorate a bit your abilities, but this is for another course. So something else that's important that I just remember about the cues is that this is a funny meme that people love the outsiders, people love the underdogs. So sometimes this and that. This is from Casa de Papel, a very nice series, and they discuss about Brazil versus Cameroon. That most of the world is with Cameroon when they play football because they want the underdogs. People love the underdogs. But back to the mental cues. This is it, and the keywords, as I mentioned, you see no special talent, as easy as A, B, C, you can't go wrong, nothing stopped him. And also the ad has a small box that you can pick your instrument, because some people might not want to learn the piano. The image and the headline captivated the readers, but they might not be interested in playing the piano, but they want to learn the guitar or cello or whatever else. And there are many, many nice elements related to copy about battling human inertia, because people want to do something, but there is always inertia. And I highlight some things that, again, you can have the PDF and study it at your convenience. And yes, there is according to human inertia, they used to cut this piece and just email back to the address, and that was it. So they didn't have emails, they didn't have online forums, Facebook ads, and that was the way they did it. And that's all for this ad. It's an ad that you can read it online, and this website, swiped.co, is fantastic. And I suggest you should give it a try and check it. It's free and it's amazing. And see you on the next one. Thanks for your time.